Today, ladies and gentlemen, we got a topic that I think is pretty important, and you should probably listen to this because it's pretty good. How confidence can be more attractive. Okay? Now, I'm going to go into myself a little bit and kind of talk about where I've found truth in this. Let's say you're just trying to be attractive and you're like, wow, why does no one like me? And then you're kind of insecure about it and you're like, wow, no one likes me, and you're not confident in your looks or anything like that, and you don't try to make them better because you're just scared. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to get made fun of. First of all, I gotta tell you, quit thinking about what other people think. It is your life. You live it. Don't let nobody tell you different. But outside of that, yeah, when you work on your confidence and you're able to just do stuff and try new clothes, try new this and that, be the trendsetter, not the trend follower, you really just find a whole new level of people will really appreciate you for being you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, confidence can be the key to, it could be a girl that you like, right? Or a guy that you like. Being confident, not like you gotta be arrogant and a terrible human being by any means, but definitely if you guys are, if you show that confidence and you know what you have and your self-worth, it's a whole different story, I swear. That's been the story for me, at least. I've always thought, I've been super insecure as a kid, and I always was like jealous of things all the time, and other people had this and I didn't. And I'm gonna be honest, just people call me delusional for it, which I think is funny because it really works for me. And I've seen even the people that called me, just super like narcissistic or crazy or anything, they've done the same things now, and the effects they've shown for themselves. They've been able to get the girl that they wanted. They've been able to find the friend group that they wanted to be around, and just stuff like that. People to respect them for who they are, because when you have confidence, it also allows yourself to be who you want to be, and not even who you want to be, but be who you are and to be yourself. It allows you to do that in a public setting when no one's around. It's easy, but when you're in public, it's different. So that's where confidence comes in. And I would say confidence is something that a lot of people can't get, and they don't tend to understand that, like, you being confident, yeah, someone might laugh the first time that you do it, or the second time you do it, or the third time you do it, or the fourth time you do it. But guess what? The light bulb wasn't made in a day, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't. So, that being said, y'all gotta figure it out. Y'all gotta spend a lot of time, working on yourself, but also be confident with what you got. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's okay to be self-aware of the things that you got going on and be like, okay, maybe I need to work on a couple things. But outside of that, you just need to be confident. Be like, okay, you know what? I got this. I'm about to go take a test. I know I studied. I got this. It's all about the energy that you put out. I promise you, on my soul. One thing I've actually tried, I go hooping with my buddies on the weekend because your boy's an old school hooper. I absolutely love basketball. I love playing basketball as well. So I started going with them, and I kind of took a mental note after the fact, because the first time I went, if y'all know ball, I was splashing. Like, I'm talking left, right, and center. It doesn't matter where you put me, half court, didn't matter, right? I was making every shot. And I realized it was because I was so confident in my ability to do whatever. And I was like, all right, watch this. I'm going to go out there, bang a couple threes, barbecue chicken. You know what I'm saying? So, that being said, confidence can truly just boost your overall ability to do anything, because the only thing that's going to stop you from doing something is yourself. So if you're confident that you can do something, you're going to do it. Doesn't matter if people call you delusional, because guess what? It's only delusional until it works, right? So, I've always been told that I had a borderline ego, but people can't understand the difference between an ego and confidence. And people tend to just call certain things an ego because they're jealous that they can't act like that. So they say, oh, he's egotistical, oh, he's a narcissist. You know, people always tend to hate, right? They're always going to do it, even when you change for the better. So just know that that comes with it. But I've been told a lot that, oh, you have an ego. When people are mad at me, they say I have an ego. But I've had people also compliment me when they're not mad at me and be like, you have a lot of confidence, and I admire that about you. And a lot of people want to be around you when you are confident in your ability to do anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter. But not even that. Don't fake it. Don't fake that you have confidence. Just genuinely learn how to have confidence. How do I do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because when you want to learn how to be confident in something, you borderline, you might have to fake it a couple times and be like, oh, I'm just going to go do this. But once you really just take mental notes on like, okay, when I was confident in my ability to do this, I did really good. And then when I wasn't so confident to do that, or I didn't want to ask that girl out or that guy out, and I was kind of hesitant, guess what? Nothing happened because you didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Or you didn't talk like you ran the situation because there wasn't, enough self-respect. You kind of just, oh, you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like, hey, I think you're beautiful and you're a great looking woman or guy, and let me take you on a date. That type of stuff, I'm telling you, if y'all want to become, I'm speaking for the guys, by the way. If you want to become men, that's the level you got to get to. All I'm trying to say is, if you guys want to be able to be confident in your ability to do anything, and if you can be confident in anything that you're doing, I promise you, on my soul, cross my heart and hope to die, right? You will transform yourself in ways you've never seen before. That, like, confidence and manifesting are my two biggest things. Like, I have confidence that I'm gonna make a lot of money, right? Because I'm someone who's, as much as I'm not so much physically or like financially driven sometimes, I do have a lot of stuff that I understand I need to work on the inside, and I really do work on those things. But also, a secondary vice for me is really just making money. But when I tell myself that I'm gonna do it, and I manifest it and say, hey, this is gonna happen, you're gonna do this, you're gonna be a millionaire, and then you do that, but then have the confidence and work with that confidence, it is, I'm telling y'all, nothing can stop you. Literally nothing will stop you. I mean, there's gonna be hardships, there's gonna be things or people that try to, but no one's gonna be able to do it. You can't shake your confidence. Like, if it's that strong of a foundation, no one can do it. Nothing that anyone says is gonna matter. And that's another thing. Don't care what people say, okay? That's gonna be the biggest confidence knocker that you'll ever run into in life. And sometimes even yourself, right? But never doubt your confidence. Always be confident enough to do something, but also learn when to pull back, right? Now, I'm saying if you know you're about a solid 4 on the look scale and you're trying to pull a 10, I'm not saying it can't happen. Depends on what kind of person you are. But if looks wise you're maybe not the best, and personality wise you're probably not the best, you can have all the confidence in the world, but you may not be able to go pull Megan Fox. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be able to read between the lines a little bit just to see, that kind of thing. Like, take your best judgment, right? But when it comes to people that kind of show you a little bit of interest, and even just not in general, like, just being able to be confident in your ability to do anything is life-changing. And I can attest to that. It's helped me in so many ways. And now I get to a point that when people say I'm egotistical, I love it, because it's just people being jealous that they aren't as confident in their abilities or in the way they look or the way they carry themselves. They're not confident at all. And it's a good foundation of insecurities too. That's kind of why you're not confident, is because you're so insecure about yourself. So I guess you could say I've lost a lot of my insecurities to be able to get to that point. So if that's what you need to do, and work on it, and this will be like the last video, learn to love yourself. But yeah, I think you guys will be all right. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be able to be confident, put a smile on, and yeah. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've had a time in life where there was no women in my life. I was just solo dolo doing me, but I was confident in myself. Was I looking for women? Yes, but I had this aura around me, I guess you would say, that like a lot of people, not even people, men typically not so much, but women did like it. And I was able to get to a point of finding someone that I did care about very genuinely, and they were a good person, but they also loved me for who I was. And I'm not gonna lie, through that relationship I kind of lost my confidence, because I don't know, I just started getting insecure and overthinking, and my typical personal problems that I had to deal with at the time. And yeah, but since then I've been able to work on them, and I was made known by said person that I was with the problems that I had to work on. But also I've gained a whole new level of just self-respect for myself and confidence. It's all came back to me. So if you're getting into a relationship, don't let your confidence falter. Sometimes that's what women love the most about you, is your ability to be confident in the decisions you make. And women, to be honest with you, man, women want a decision maker. They want someone who's going to sit down and be like, all right, we're doing this. It's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. And then it happens. Okay? There's a big difference between people who say it's going to happen, but don't put in the work to make it happen. And then there's the people that actually do make it happen. There's a big old Grand Canyon between the two. So don't forget that. But just in general, just carry yourself with a good confidence. People that, if you're looking for a job, people are going to love that. If you're looking to do social media or any sort of platform like that, you know what I'm saying? Like YouTube, you got to have confidence. You got to be able to get out there and put yourself out there and just show the world what you're made of. And you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of, it's all intertwined. You get the point. But anyways, you guys, be confident. Stick your chest out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Don't matter if you big, don't matter if you skinny. Stick that chest out, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself right. Go take a shower, get yourself right, get your hair done. You know what I'm saying? Make you look a little sexy, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself right, okay? Stop doubting yourself. Be confident. And tell yourself that it's all gonna be alright. You're gonna have everything that you wanted. And tell yourself that every single day. And tell yourself that you love you, alright? And if you won't, I will. I love you. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a pleasure being able to speak to you guys. Hopefully I was able to help you out with something. This is a pretty helpful topic, so I hope you guys did lock in and listen. Hopefully this wasn't just background noise for y'all. But yeah, anyways, big love. Oh, I missed it. Big love for you guys. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, day, week. I love you guys. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in. Drop a comment down below if you have any suggestions or just anything you want to say as some good help from me. I would be very appreciative of that. But anyways, go subscribe if you like the content. I'm dropping videos every Tuesday, so you know where to find me. But I love you guys. Again, peace out.